In this video we will discuss anatomy of the heart. So guys, if you not subscribe my channel yet, so please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon. So guys, let's start our video. So firstly we talk about the heart. So heart is a chambered muscular organ that pump blood received from the vein into the arteries, thereby maintaining the flow of blood through the entire circulatory system. So the main activity of the heart is pumping activity. Now second we discuss the location of the heart. So heart is relatively small, roughly the same size as your closed fist. So it is the same size as your fist, and it is 12 cm long, 9 cm wide, and its broadcast point and 6 cm thick, with an average mass of 250 gram in adult female and 300 gram in adult males. So 250 gram in adult females and 300 grams in adult male. Heart rests on the diaphragm near the midline of the thoracic cavity, and it lies in the mediastinum, a mass of tissue that extends from the sternum to the vertebral column between the lung system as a mediastinum. So it lies in the mediastinum, and 2/3 of the mass of the heart lies to the left of the body midline. So the situation of the heart is slightly left on the midline of the body. Now we discuss the layer of the heart wall. So as you can see on the diagram, there are the three layers of the heart wall: epicardium, that is a outer protective layer, then the myocardium, that is a muscular middle layer, and the third one is endocardium, that is a thin and inner layer. So these are the layer of the heart wall. Now we discuss the chamber of the heart. There are four chambers of the heart: right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, and the left ventricle. So first one is right atrium. As you can see on the diagram, on the right side and the upper surface there is a atrium. It receives the deoxygenated blood from the body via the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava and coronary sinus. So all the deoxygenated blood that is come from the SVC and IVC and coronary sinus to the right atrium. Then second one is right ventricle. So at the lower part there is a right ventricle. So it receives the deoxygenated blood from the right atrium via the right atrioventricular orifice. So there is a orifice between the right atrium and the right ventricle, that is known as a right atrioventricular orifice. So from the right atrium, deoxygenated blood come into the right ventricle, and then it send it to the lung via the pulmonary trunk. So all the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle goes to the lung via the pulmonary trunk. Now third one is left atrium. So it receives the oxygenated blood from the lung via the pulmonary vein. So on the right atrium there is a deoxygenated blood, and on the left atrium there is a oxygenated blood. Now fourth one is left ventricle. So it receives the oxygenated blood from the left atrium via the left atrioventricular orifice and send it to the body via the aorta. So the blood from the left ventricle goes through the body through the aorta. So these are the chamber of the heart. So there is a diagram on which there is a right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle and the left ventricle, and there is also superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, and there is a aorta. So left ventricle blood goes to the aorta, and from the aorta it distributes to the body. Now we discuss septa of the heart. So there are the two septa of the heart. First one is interventricular septum and second one is interatrial septum. So interventricular septum that separate the two ventricles, and interatrial septum that separate the two atria. As you can see on the diagram, there is a four chamber of the heart and there is a septum on between that chamber. So these are the septa of the heart. Now we discuss the valve of the heart. So heart has four valves. First one is tricuspid valve, second one is bicuspid valve, third one is aortic valve, and the fourth one is pulmonary valve. So in the tricuspid valve that regulate the blood flow between the right atrium and the right ventricle. As you can see on the diagram, there is a tricuspid valve on the right side. So it is for the regulation of the blood flow to the right side. It means for the right atrium and the right ventricle. Now second one is pulmonary valve that control the blood flow from the right ventricle into the pulmonary artery, which carry blood to the your lung to pick up oxygen. So there is a pulmonary valve. So pulmonary valve is for the right ventricle and to the pulmonary artery. Now third one is mitral valve or bicuspid valve. So the mitral valve lets oxygen rich blood from your lung passes from the left atrium into the left ventricle. So it is on the left side. So it is for the oxygen rich blood. Now fourth one is aortic valve that open the way for oxygen rich blood to pass from the left ventricle into the aorta, your body target arteries. So the aortic valve, as you can see on the diagram, there is a aortic valve and it is for the transport of the blood from the left ventricle into the aorta. So these are the valves of the heart and all the valves have a different function. Now we discuss the conduction system of the heart. So conduction system of the heart consists of the 5 systems. First one is sinoatrial node, second one is internodal atrial pathway, third one is atrioventricular node, fourth one is bundle of the His, and fifth one is Purkinje system. So these 5 units that form the conduction system of the heart. Now we discuss the circulation of the blood through the heart. So it is a simple way to learn this. There is a blood that comes from the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava into the right atrium, and the right atrium it goes to the right ventricle through the tricuspid valve, and then right ventricle goes to the pulmonary artery through the pulmonary valve, and from the pulmonary artery goes to the lung, and from the lung goes to the left atrium, and from the left atrium it goes to the left ventricle, and then it goes to the aorta, and then from the aorta blood is distributed rest of the body. So this is the circulation of the blood through the heart. By this way you can easily learn the circulation of the blood. It is very important. Now we discuss the action of the heart. So the activities of the heart are classified into the 4 types: chronotropic action, inotropic action, dromotropic action, and the bathmorotropic action. So all these actions of the heart are continuously regulated. It is essential for the heart to cope up with the need of the body. So it is changed according to the need of the body. All the actions are altered by the stimulation of the nerve supplying the heart or some hormone substances secreted in the body. So these are regulated by the hormone or stimulation of the nerve. So firstly we discuss the chronotropic action. So the chronotropic means an influences on the heart rate. So a positive chronotropic factor, it means increases the heart rate. Increases in the heart rate, that is termed as a tachycardia, and the negative chronotropic factor is on that decreases the heart rate, that is termed as a bradycardia. So this is a chronotropic effect on the heart. Now second one is inotropic. So the force of contraction of the heart is called the inotropic action. It is of 2 types, positive and the negative. For positive is for the increases in the force of contraction, and negative is for the decreases in the force of the contraction. Now third one is dromotropic effect. So it refers to changes in the speed at which the cardiac impulses travel through the conduction system. So it is for the cardiac impulse speed. First one is positive dromotropic effect. So there is a increases in the speed of the conduction. Second one is negative dromotropic effect. It means there is a decreases in the speed of the conduction. Now fourth one is bathmorotropic action. So bathmorotropic action is the excitability of the cardiac muscle. It is of 2 types, positive and the negative. Positive for increases and the negative for the decreases. So there are the 4 action of the heart. First is chronotropic, that is for the heart rate. Second one is inotropic, that is for the force of contraction. Third one is dromotropic, that is for the speed of conduction, and the bathmorotropic, that is for the excitability of the cardiac muscles. So this is a action of the heart. So guys, in this video we discuss the situation of the heart, circulation of the heart, walls of the heart, septa of the heart, chamber of the heart, and action of the heart. That is very important topic. So guys, hope you like this video. So please like, share, subscribe my channel. Thank you.